Hi, welcome to the Rose at Home channel. I'm Rose.
And I'm Liam.
And he's Liam and I'm Rose,
And
we hope you're having an amazing day. So we thought for this holiday special that we would do a little Q&A with each other and answer some questions that you might also have and reminisce
but
about.
you don't get to ask.
You could have asked them.
No, it's too late now.
It is too late now.
You made some mistakes, pal, and this is your punishment. Go home. Rethink some things.
No, go home. Stay here.
Yeah, stay home.
Watch the holiday
and watch
special.
This.
Yes. So we're going to ask each other some questions and reminisce over the last
7 years. 7 hard years.
year of
3 months.
home buying.
3 months
and
of home buying.
the hard part of the last 3 months, but all the way back to the beginning.
When it was funny.
When
It's not a joke anymore.
yeah, I remember when it was funny. So
PvP's enabled now, and it's pretty scary out there.
what did you say?
PvP is enabled now, so it's pretty scary out there. Just be careful. They're going for blood now. I had a punch of grandma last week.
Yeah, we're not on the safe server anymore, I guess, but we're still trying to level up. Did I say all that right? Is that good?
Yeah, well, keep
Gamer
it in.
Gamer speak? Okay, so Liam, when I first said, hey, I want you to be in some of my videos on my YouTube channel, what did you expect, and how was that different from what you got?
I was told I was going to be editing these, and I'm not. You guys are very lucky I'm not.
I'm not lucky he's not. I
would do a zoom in on my face right now with, like, it would go grayscale, and there'd be, like, screams in the background. It would be horrific. It would be really funny, though. No, when I was told we're gonna be going home buying, I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, I'm pretty down with that. And then now I'm here, and I'm like, yeah, this is about exactly as I expected. We sit down, we record, and we go to touch houses sometimes. But now that we have a house, we can just touch it all we want, really, minus the touch the wood rot.
don't jinx us though. We don't
touch the wood rot.
Fully have a house, and yeah,
That's alleged. We allegedly own a house.
we kind of sort of might own a house in a few weeks.
Maybe.
And yeah, and then it might all fall apart and
Don't say that. Manifesting.
I see. I don't understand the difference between manifesting and jinxing. So I don't want to jinx anything, but I also want to manifest things. So I don't know how to skirt that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a question?
So Rose at home channel. What was one of your scariest moments outside of what happened recently when looking into getting these homes?
Okay, so probably the scariest is the house on the roller coaster road. So do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
So we're driving there.
Turtles.
The turtles. We're driving there, and I was really excited about this house. It wasn't that far from where I live now. It looked really good in the pictures, and we turn onto the road that's supposed to lead to the road, and then the Google GPS thing says to turn, and I'm like, where? This doesn't look like a road. And Liam's like, nope, this is it. Go ahead and turn. And we turn, and almost immediately, and it doesn't show in the video, and I hate that, but almost immediately it dips almost, like it was steeper than a 45-degree angle. You went straight down, but then you turn around and went straight back. And I was like, every time it rains, that fills with water. It's like you're driving in, you know how I am about ditches, and it's like you're driving in a ditch. And then you go back up, and the road was so incredibly narrow. Like, there should not have been a road here. Like, this should have just stayed woods because it was wooded through there. But there was this teeny tiny little road, and then all of these cars were at this open house. This teeny tiny, barely a road was almost entirely full of parked cars. So it was so hard, and I was like, I don't know what to do. I couldn't figure out where to park, that I wasn't going to block other people. And I thought, the poor people who live on this street, how are they getting in and out from their houses? So I was like, I'm just going to turn around. I'm going to try to find something. And we go to turn around, and there's a turtle sanctuary, which he was all about.
My mind was blown because it's just like, this road is awful, and then you look, and at the very end there's one big sign that says turtle crossing, and it's a big wooden sign that says turtle sanctuary. And so I'm left there like, oh cool, so at least it's livable for those fuckers.
Language.
You can believe it.
Anyway, I don't want to have to figure out
Oh,
bleeping.
cool. At least it's usable for those little freakazoids.
There you go.
Little
That
googas,
works.
little men. I don't know.
Little turtles.
Little googas.
Turtles. So I turn around and I go back, but somebody's coming up the road in the other direction. And I already said, it's not wide enough for one.
That's a one-man road.
And I'm like, what do we do? And Liam sounds so panicked. Mom,
Because
just
she's
over.
because she's like, where do I go? What do I do? What do I go? Where do I do? And I'm just like, well, just keep.
No,
pull
he's
off a little
making
bit to
it
the right,
sound like
a little
I'm
bit
the
off to
one
the
who
right.
was in a panic and he was the calm one. It's the opposite. I have video proof. He's in a
Video
panic.
proof of her very
and I'm
quietly
like,
going, oh my god, what do we do? Oh my god, what do we do?
yes,
Oh my god, what
yes,
do we do?
I'm
Oh my
very
god, what do we do?
quietly
What do I
saying,
do? What do I
oh
do?
my god, what do
Oh my
we
god,
do?
just
And
pull over.
he's
Just pull
like,
off to
I
the
don't know,
side.
Mom. I don't know. Oh no. Oh, so now what do you do?
Mom, I don't know. Pull forward right. More right. Yeah, they'll go around you left. Well, because that's panic to me. It's you going, I don't know. Pull over. Left to the right.
They got around, like, it worked. They got around us, and I was like, we're not going in. Like, we got back, because then we had to go back up and down the roller coaster thing, and I pulled over, and I was like, we can park here and just walk. And then I thought, what is the point of that? There is no way on earth that I'm ever going to live on this street or in this house, or no. So yeah, that was just right there. The thought that I could wreck my car right now and I could have thousands of dollars of repairs, or like have to get a new car when I'm trying to get a new house, and that just doesn't work after I worked so hard to pay this car off. And yeah, it was scary. That was probably the scariest. What about you? What was your scariest? Nothing scares you.
Well, there's just nothing scary that happened. I'm that evil baby.
Yeah, unfortunately, I lost the footage of him talking about the evil baby because the video was really long as it was. So in the smelly house with the rude real estate person, there was also a baby crib. He did this, like, I swear it was a 5-minute monologue about this evil baby.
It's because all the weird evil signs that were like really aggressive were all in the baby's window. So you would look and you'd walk into the baby's room and the baby has his name plastered on the wall in like giant letters. And below it is the crib, where you see like it's just a blank crib with like a singular ripped stuffed animal, and then all of the evil signs in the window that are like weirdly aggressive. But like I swear to God, that wicked little creature that lives in that house, he's causing all the problems.
Oh, they sold it.
Yeah,
it sold.
They sold.
It took 2 to 3 weeks after we had seen it, but it did go under contract and it sold really fast, which makes me think that it was quite possibly an investor, because their sales, from what I can see, that's my guess, that those tend to go faster than someone who's, like, if you can pay cash and you don't have to deal with all the loan stuff, you can get through the whole process a lot faster. So that's what I think ended up happening. Someone who maybe now wants to use it as a rental kind of property. And hopefully the evil baby is not tormenting them any longer.
Rose from the Home website.
No, Rose at Home channel. Rose at Home
You get a
channel.
whole website. We have merch.
If we get enough viewers, we will one day have a website, and we will one day have merch. And we'll have merch that says, "Wow, what a house!"
Did you keep that in most of the time?
Yes.
Wow, what a house.
Yes.
Just like in any, because I feel like I realize I hear it being said, my brain's like, there's no way she keeps all of my wow, what a house. Like I don't know if she keeps enough of it in to be like an iconic part of the channel, you know?
Yes. That and Slope Gang.
That's the hashtag Slope Gang. What do you think was one of our most embarrassing moments?
I don't really embarrass that easily.
I don't know either. This is a bad question.
I humiliate myself quite often because I teach high school, and you have to kind of humiliate yourself quite often when you teach high school. I don't think I've ever been embarrassed.
I punched that old lady last week. That was
The most
intense.
uncomfortable I've been was probably the house where no one was there, and we had just seen that horror movie a couple of days before, And so I was positive that the whole thing was a ruse to
kill
kidnap
us
and kill
specifically.
people. No, not us specifically, just anybody who happens to show that it wasn't. And for the record, that house still for sale. No contingencies, no offers, no nothing. And I'm like, yep,
That's a murder house.
it's a murder house.
I die there.
I'm glad we
What we're
didn't
gonna
die
do?
there. And I think I did cut some of, like, he got he got descriptive with his, like, he would have just gone in there and
I would have gone in there, and you would have waited about 20 minutes, I think.
I
You
would
would've- you
not.
would've-
I'd have waited
no.
about one. If
You would've-
you'd have walked in that door, I'd have been out the car. I would not have. You would not have gone in there alone.
It would have been about 10 minutes before you know something was wrong, and then about 15 minutes you'd send me a call, and then you wouldn't. When the call wouldn't pick up, I think around minute 20 you'd call the cops.
He's wrong. I would not let my child go in there alone. He tried that door and it opened. I'd have been out my car door, lickety split. And I'd have been in after him or saying, Liam, there's no one here, let's go. And then when he sees the scary murder basement door creak open, I would have been like, Liam, no, we're not going to investigate the murder basement.
It's my call for adventure, Mom. It's my hero's journey. And
I'd have said, Liam, it's Florida. We don't have basements. This is quite obviously something to, like, a weird murder world. We're not going in.
I like the Twilight Zone, though.
To watch other people go through, not to be a part of. Since we're getting near the end of our home...
Question and answer, starring you and me. Well, what's the...
You interrupted with a weird
I'm here.
thing.
I'm here to answer questions, and you're here to ask them, champ.
Well, no, we're both asking you.
I'm here to ask the questions, and you to answer myself and a question that is happening. Welcome on out to Rose at Home Channel. I'm Liam, and this is Rose, and today we're going to be finishing up our Q&A.
Now that we're getting to the potentially end of the first-time home buyer experience and becoming the first-time home owner experience, what are you looking forward to the most?
I'm looking forward to having a house. I think it's just really neat, the concept of having a little house. Because again, I've grown up in apartments my entire life. I was a little apartment baby. And sure, I've been in, like, a house. There's a few years where I lived in a house. It was a lovely house, but, like, having one that's just, like...
Well, you lived there, like, half-time.
I lived there. But yeah, having a house I live in full-time, that I can, like, touch things and, like, hit things with a crowbar, pull up wood, put a fence, fight evil babies, punch grandmas, my daily 9 to 5. And decorate and paint and the concept of all that. And, like, don't get me wrong, I could always decorate and paint the other house, or I could always put holes in my wall here, but, like, that's kind of boring, and having somewhere that's like, yeah, this is just officially mine, we're not going to sell this anytime soon, we're very much settled here. I could sit down and have that all done, get some tools, get some paint, and make it all something nice and something unique, and make it a home. And I think something about that's just really nice to me. So now that we have a house, what are we going to do with the channel?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so...
I answered that question simply. It's a good question. Yeah. But you all thought I wouldn't ask a good one. Yeah. You look at you. You have egg on your face right now. Buffoon. I'm sorry.
That is a good question. So
love
the channel is going to morph just like we're morphing. This
Power
is
Rangers.
We're not going to mighty morph. We're just going to regular
Animorph?
morph. We're not going to animorph either. So this was and is a channel following my journey and our journey as first-time home buyers into first-time home owners. So you're still going to get to join us every week.
Yeah.
And instead of watching us go to open houses and watching me get upset over all sorts of things with home buying, you get to watch what we go through with home owning. And the
Renovations.
things and renovations and fixing up, and I've never gotten to paint before. I've painted things on canvas, but I've never gotten to paint walls before.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to change out carpet before.
Yeah.
I've never gotten to do all of these things. So you're gonna watch us
If you want to or not.
probably do things wrong more often than we get
Yeah.
them right at the beginning.
But that's okay.
You're gonna watch us mess up a lot.
I'm
and you're
really bad at a lot of things.
You're probably gonna scream at the phone a bunch, like,
You're gonna
"Oh
be
my
really
god,
impressed.
how can you not know how to do that?" And
I lit a pizza on fire yesterday on accident. Like, man, it is just rough.
He's kidding.
No,
So,
I'm not actually. There's a button for flatbread and there's a button for pizza.
Oh, at
Someone
work.
pressed the button for pizza. And I didn't know. I was like, okay, that makes sense. And it's button for 3 minutes. I was like, okay. And then it came out and it was on fire. And I was like, that's not normal. I put it in the trash and I was like, oh, they clicked the button for flatbread. So it technically wasn't on me, but I asked them for help. So kind of on me. But they should have hit the right button.
so now you're trained for food.
Yes.
You know to push the correct
I
button.
know to push the flatbread button, yes. I'm not a fascist. I know how to press button. Ah! I've been kidnapped.
You're like half off the.
You get to see Liam's first crowbar and how I like hit things with it and how I pull things up. You get to see Liam paint. You get to see him power wash, mow lawns, beat up hedges, beat up the HOA. This is gonna be a whole channel about Liam just fighting things, but like with love and a home in mind. You know, fighting the floor as he's trying to rip it up, fighting ugly tile as I start beating the heck out of it with a crowbar.
Yeah.
You know, meeting all the folk, meeting the floor people, dude. There's no people on our floors. There's no people on our floors.
There's no people on the floor. So yes. So that's how things are gonna morph. You're gonna watch. If you like me have always been a renter and you're like wondering what are those things that nobody bothers to tell you. Those are the things I'm absolutely going to share with you. So hopefully you will enjoy it. Hopefully you will stick around and hopefully you'll stay through the next year. And a year from now, we will be sitting in front of a tree in our new house. Hopefully.
My crowbar will be on the tree.
He'll hang the crowbar from probably a low branch because it'll probably be heavy and break a branch. And it's weird to think how different life is going to be a year from now.
Oh, yeah.
And
we're going to be different people. Mine's going to be Joshua.
No, he'll still be Liam, but he'll be Liam...
Allegedly.
He'll be Liam with construction
I'll be Liam
skills
1. There will be
and
2 of us.
painting skills.
It'll be Liam 1 right here and Liam 2 in the middle.
And all sorts of awesome skills.
My clone.
We hope that you will stick around. We hope that you enjoyed this Q&A. We hope that you've enjoyed Liam's shenanigans.
We hope you enjoyed this year, this holiday season, everything in between. Happy Hanukkah, happy solstice, and everything in between.
Yes, and have a wonderful new year, and we can't wait to see you in 2023.
Bake some bread and please don't die. Merry Slopemas.